Welcome back to the Demon of Misfit Academy anime review, episode number 11. Yes, I do know the series basically resumed airing like about 2 months ago, but here's the thing. I was waiting for the dub to come out. Yes, and the dub finally was released last week. No, I'm not kidding about that. It was just last week. I do not know exactly what was the reason for the delay, for why it took basically about 2 months after. So I looked it up. So apparently the dub premiere is released on a Tuesday. Okay, so starting next week, this series will be hopefully get chance reviewed on a Tuesday. Let's hope basically get my other anime done by then. Let's hope so. So I'm not pushing this off by several days before I get to it. So basically, this episode adapts from a little bit more of basically book 4B. Yes, I have read the book. It is really good, by the way. Yes. Now, the name of these two episodes are Like the Single Stroke of a Sword and The Land of Demons Without a Demon King. So, with this episode, with the first one, anyways, well, how should I point out what happens here? Here we go. Mostly put basically like they deal with the very next thing. We do see death of a character, and we do see kind of something established. We do see kind of in the way in present day. So they pick up basically do some looking about, and they're informed by spirits that the granny tree is about to die, and she dies. So she brought some wisdom people, and then we see the birth of a brand new tree, which happens to be the same tree seen present day early on in the season, which is great. The fact they're doing this, I thought this was really awesome, and also the fact that like we also see the Blaze King. Now we kind of split up the two different groups where one of the heroes basically she and or you have Eleanor and Zisha were looking for the Green Book. A green book that basically had a piece of page torn out. They're looking for it, and we have the fairy here, and she doesn't do much anything here at all. The sisters, they're basically just with Ahavios, basically witnessing all this stuff, and of course also the reincarnated hero. He basically spends time sparring with Shun. Well, first basically Shun is with the Leno, where brought by the Blaze King, and apparently he's working with one of the evil gods, and his desire is to do the same. He really wants to have sex with this spirit, so she can give him a child. Yes, that is his strongest desire. It's like he's doing this for it because he wants to feed his own ego by having this woman. It's like, I have chosen you to carry my offspring. Despite the fact she doesn't want to do it at all. She wants Shun basically to father her baby, not this guy. Shun, of course, does confirm that he was, in fact, a god killer sword, basically turned a human. And Pacific gets that much emotion, and of course, she wants to teach him how to be a proper person, maybe learn some love. And of course, we see next episode, he's sparring with the reincarnated hero. Turns to move, and of course, he gets wounded, but everything's perfectly fine. Of course, the Blaze King gets his head chopped off, and the head is destroyed, but the body disappears. No what happens to the body. Of course, the demon the body ends up in the cemetery. Meanwhile, though, Misha, I believe it's Misha, it's Sasha. No, it's actually Misha. Sasha, here's the strange thing in these two episodes. She does nothing. So basically, she goes, so we have Misha going with Javios. Basically, there was a little boy there. Apparently, he was seventh in line to the throne. He was attacked. Well, basically, he's requesting assistance from the Demon King, but the Demon King is gone. So he goes to a tower after basically saving him from a group of demons about to murder him for prejudice reasons. And of course, they think that he's the actual Demon King, even though he's just a reincarnation. They go off on the merry way. They come to a tower, which I believe this is the same tower seen in present day. I've never seen this tower in the show, where I think this is the same tower where one of the characters' mom was kept here because she's a spirit. I think it's the reincarnated hero. Yes, one who adopted him. So he takes Steam for destruction. Of course, he basically has possessive rumor about, well, him. He goes off. We see a message from the goddess of creation, where apparently they were good friends. And of course, you get a chance to see her. But the episode does end quite nicely with the cemetery, where basically he wanted to create a world of peace, and he kind of mostly succeeded, but still got some work to do. But it's not like as bad as basically it was once in the mythical era. It's a work in progress, but they're working on it. And he did promise her, if it continues like this, he'll kill all the gods. And she understood that. Yep. And the episode ends very happy now with Misha basically having the cemetery. I was thinking gravestones. But this is a mythological one, so swords. So these are probably soldiers who basically fought in the war. As for the monsters, it's presumed dragons attacked that kid and his party. They don't really confirm, but they're probably going to basically wrap this whole story up. And they might continue this a little bit later, but it's a good start. I do appreciate it. Now, sadly put, basically the first core. I have heard apparently the first core for this season is only going to be 12 episodes. Yes, seriously, it's going to be 12 episodes. Yeah, and the last episode aired just a couple weeks ago. Yep. That's what I've heard anyways, which is interesting. Yeah. Core 2 itself is going to air next year. That is pretty much basically what I've heard. That it's going to be next year. So, since in fact the last episode aired just a couple weeks ago, and it's episode 8, we have only 4 more episodes left to go. So it's only going to be on basically Tuesday for a very brief period of time. And then basically Tuesdays will be free once again until whenever the series resumes properly. Yes. But yeah, this is pretty much it, particular view. Next episode, Comic Corner, and I'm going on Doctor Who. Okay, next video. Bye.